Hello, Speed Gaming fans. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are. Welcome back to the Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition All Cells Tournament for 2019. We have a quarterfinal match for you guys today. Best of 3 between Shedbird and Mattermonkey, our number 3 and number 6 seeds. My name is Jay Halcyon. I'm joined today by Skullblocka. Skull, how you doing today?
Good morning, afternoon, or evening, Alcyon and everyone. I'm totally fine and totally hyped for the match. What about you, Alcyon?
This should be a fun one. Shed is one of our best runners in this category. Mattermonkey pulled off his PB in the qualifiers. And Shed has said that he feels like he might be a little bit inconsistent, so we might get some surprise upset today. So as we can see, Shed has a personal best in this category of about 38.45 compared to Mattermonkey's 43.58. That is a pretty big gap. Skull, what do you think the chances are that Shed might make a few mistakes and give Mattermonkey some chance to catch?
I mean, mistake can always happen. This is a rough category, especially because we go out of bounds and the chance to soft lock is very, very high. So I don't expect Shed to do that, but you can say no.
Yeah, definitely. This category can be very punishing in certain places for sure. And as Kuro swoops by, we should be getting underway in just a few moments. And we're off. So, anyone who's watched some Ori before, this is a little bit different than the other categories that we've typically done on Speed Gaming. They've been no out of bounds categories, Shed throwing us a nice little color code, getting a dark purple. That'll be a little bit interesting to see, but thankfully he'll be reset to white before we go into the dark area of Blackroot Burrows. In this category, we will be doing all sorts of tricks that let us go out of bounds, that let us abuse the fast travel mechanics to teleport to weird places. But the beginning is going to look fairly similar. We're going to be running and jumping to go get Sign.
Yep, Sign, the first and most important skill in this game. Do you think they believe that joke?
I don't know. I can think of a few Ori runners who think that Sign is one of the least important skills in the game, but it's definitely a very useful skill to have, being able to just use that basic attack. Shed putting in another color code, getting more of a red now. He's having fun with it, at least.
I mean, if Sign wasn't useful, we would still be stuck in that room. Because we can go on without killing all the flunkies. So, I'm sorry, Oriana. Sign is useful.
That's very true, and it takes some very special finagling to get the beginning part of the game to work right without Sign. But our runner is taking some intentional damage. They're going to be taking an intentional death up here, and they want to make that as fast as possible. So just moving through, heading up to this first keystone door. And Shed taking that intentional death. As we have joked in this community, we would rather die than watch a door animation. So taking that intentional death lets us move through the door just that little bit faster.
I mean, we are speedrunners. Going fast is our mission. Except for me, I prefer safety. Especially in this category like this. But anyway, they both decide to skip the fourth castle because it's faster in this category to skip it. But a lot of safety, I would rather take it just for safety because glades and BRBs are very rough as areas. What do you think, Calcium?
Um, I've gotten a little bit used to running through these areas with only 3 health, but it is definitely a lot spookier than it is at 4, that's for sure. Of course, in this category, we have to pick up all of the cells, so we will be getting that 4th health cell, but it turns out that it only costs a second or two to do it later, as opposed to the about 8.5 seconds to go get it now. So a lot of people tend to skip it and just put it off. We will be getting a 4th health cell after Blackroot, so we'll have a decent amount of health once we're out of this early game, but until then, we will be stuck at 3.
I mean, stuck at 3 means we die faster when we need to, and we are going to do at least one other intentional death to go to bounce, so it's pretty useful in that sense.
Yeah, definitely. And we've got just enough health to do the damage boost that we need to do, so beyond that, that's it's kind of the question of what's fastest, and in this category, what's fastest is to wait. So Shed here on the left, coming up on a trick that will be familiar for anyone who's watched the All Skills category. We're going to be doing a Save Anywhere, a manipulation of the menu to let us move behind it, and spend an ability point to save our game. We'll use this to skip the cutscene just like we do in the All Skills run, and move into Blackroot. Shed's going to be picking up Quick Flame here, though, which is a little bit different from what a lot of people do in Blackroot. At least
Yeah,
in All Skills.
Mattermonkey do the same.
And Shed's going to be doing a little bit of a slime genocide here. He's going to kill about 4 or 5 slimes to pick up their XP and set up his experience for the rest of this early game. Mattermonkey as well, killing those slimes, getting his XP set up.
Yeah, but Mattermonkey decide to take what 100x up here. So this is a huge, quote unquote huge difference in time for the early game.
Yeah, if both players are doing Blackroot optimally, that'll cost Mattermonkey about 8 seconds. Unless he's super fast, in which case he can catch the same cycle that Shed did. But let's see if he did. Nope, not quite. But still pretty quick. So our runner's just kind of waiting on these platforms. Blackroot Burrows is a bit of an auto-scroller area. You just kind of have to wait on the platforms and let them do their thing.
Yeah, it's as I said the other time, this is a small price to pay to get the fastest kill in the game.
Yeah, and Dash is indeed the fastest skill in the game. It also is very important for a lot of our out-of-bounds tricks that we'll be doing later. So it's one of the skills that is the most important in this run, for sure. Now, Shed's doing something a little bit interesting here. He's going to be stacking some cutscenes triggers on top of each other here to let him move during the tree animation when he picks up Dash. And this will let him do some blind movement down into the zigzag area that we'll be seeing Mattermonkey do. So Shed pulling the lever while he's off screen, and then quickly dashing through this area. He needs to beat this door closing. He's having a little bit of trouble with his movement. Can he still make it? He does, just barely. And now fleeing from this boulder, using it to push himself underground and dropping a save underground. He'll then run up here, pick up this health cell, and then, oh no! Well, thankfully he just saved, so that won't cost him too much time. Pick up this health cell, rekindle that save to get back underground once he dies, and then After some dashing and running, he will be able to fall into Moon Grotto. On the right, Mattermonkey doing the same. Shed getting that excellent early cycle on the Grotto Crushers. That's very difficult to do in this cap.
On the other side, the monkey didn't even try to go for the cycle. It's very difficult and I don't blame him for not doing that.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get, and a lot of runners tend to look at it more as being able to pick up 8 seconds if you get it, rather than losing 8 seconds if you don't. So, definitely solid choice. Bit of a high five from our runners here. Shed coming up out of the double jump area. Mattermonkey heading down into it. They're still fairly close, though Shed's movement has allowed him to get ahead in this early game.
Yeah, not even got a full stop Shed. It's very prepared for this area. I just hope Monkey can get his auto skip first try too, so we can keep these eyes closed.
Yeah, this is a trick that Mattermonkey will be very familiar with even before he started running All Cells, because it's found in most every category of Ori speedruns, and he gets it with just a little bit of difficulty there.
Yeah, the walls in this area are very rough and imprecise.
Yeah,
The double
Shed
jump can
circling
just get
his XP there. He didn't get a level up that he wanted, so he has to go back and pick up some more energy in order to get this save to skip this bridge cutscene, as well as then be able to open this door. So that's going to give Mattermonkey just a little bit of time to catch up.
Yeah, good recognition though. Being able to understand the missing X and just grab the energy very quickly.
Yeah, definitely. He will, as a result of getting that level up a little bit late, he'll level up here, which will give him a health and energy refill. So he'll be able to drop a save pretty much for free in this next little section before the 100 XP orb. We'll see if he decides to take that for safety. He decides not to, but there's his second level up. So he's back roughly where he'd expect to be health and energy-wise.
On the other side, I think the monkey level up correctly, so... Ooh, that spike look closed. But it's okay. Good job, monkey.
Yeah, because Mattermonkey took that 100 XP in Blackroot, his XP is actually going to be a fair bit higher than Shed's through this early game, so it's a lot easier to hit those level up windows. Oh, that was an interesting
Load, yeah.
it looked like Mattermonkey had to wait on the scene with the teleporter in it to load. That's unfortunate.
It's a good game.
I mean, given what we do to this game and it keeps running just fine, it is a pretty good game. But Shed has entered the Ginso tree, working his way through this very vertical area very quickly, and coming up on our second small out of bounds. This will save us just a little bit of time because we won't have to do this redirect puzzle. He'll just use this block to push himself through the floor. And Shed making short work of that mini-boss there. taking some intentional damage to help him set up for a ghost door in the next room. As Mattermonkey himself coming up on that same mini-boss. Shed having just a little bit of difficulty with those teleporters, but not a huge time.
So it is now a bash while Mattermonkey is doing his mini-boss. He's doing both the cycle now. But Bash is the most iconic skill in this game. So, why do you love Bash?
Well, I could talk for hours about how amazing Bash is, just from a gaming perspective and a fun perspective. But my favorite part of Bash in this particular category is the way that you get to use it to move around, make things like charge dashes free, do double bashes like Shed just did to set your save up on the higher platform. You know, sorts of fun things like that. But it's also just very nice to be able to move around in the air like we like to do in Ori. So Shed grabbing the energy cell in Ginso there. He's done his key dupe successfully. Oh, missed that keystone. Not a big deal. He caught it quickly enough. And because of that key dupe, he'll be leaving the Ginso tree with 2 extra keys that will save us from having to go swimming in our next area. And Skull... I mean, Shed could go up and clean the water from here, but it looks like he's just leaving. What's going on there?
I think it doesn't like his escape. Or maybe he hates get quicker music. Or maybe it just faster to rank warp from Glades TP to one of the ability cells in Swamp Loop. One of the time.
Yeah, so Shed just did a trick that we call warp displacement. By moving during the teleport animation and standing on a physics object, we're able to manipulate where the teleports put us. And what he was able to do there is have it put him just above that ability cell, which saves us quite a bit of time getting up to it.
Yeah, the only sad part of not getting like we used to is we can't explain why we call the frog that Shed used to go into swamp Ringo.
Yep, and now Mattermonkey setting up for his warp displacement. Shed at the stomp tree. Just after 16 minutes, he's on an excellent pace.
Yeah, I don't know how much is PB now, but yeah, 60 minutes yeah stomp is crazy good. I
Matter
mean, crazy
also
good
getting
is
that.
being 72.
Yeah, Mattermonkey, oh no, having a little bit of trouble with that frog deciding to take a bath. Thankfully, he did place a safety save down, so only losing a handful of seconds.
Double bot. The frog must be very dirty.
If only the frog knew that it would die by falling into the water. Despite being amphibians, frogs are not able to swim in this game.
Maybe they're not amphibian in this game. Why do you assume that the region of Nibel work on the same logic as ours?
You know, that's a very fair point. They might not be the same species of frog that we have in our world.
Yeah, but we have a tree in a tree, so that explains everything.
Now, Shed's gonna stomp this peg. This will let us get not down to an ability cell that's behind this door, but actually up from it later on in the game. We're not quite set up to do that swim. The water is still poisonous. because we skipped that Genso escape, but by opening that door, we'll when we get that cell later, we'll actually be able to leave, which will be very important because otherwise we would just be stuck.
I mean, it's not that bad. But don't you wanna be stuck in a poison water forever? Maybe not. Oh no, monkey!
Yeah, Mattermonkey showing us that being stuck in poison water forever might not be the most fun thing in the world. He's trying to juggle this fish up to get to an energy cell that's up a bit higher, but having some trouble with it, unfortunately.
I mean, double bash has what, one frame take? It's very difficult to pull off, and Mattermonkey is demonstrating why.
Yeah, in order to double bash, you need to bash, release the bash, and then on the next frame, input a second bash, and it'll let you send Ori and the projectile in independent directions. But he does get it. Good job, Mattermonkey.
Fifth try, easy.
Shed now working his way through the valley area. This is an area that starts to get a little bit spooky because when we get Kuro's Feather, we won't be getting a health and energy refill. So any damage he takes here is going to stick, and any energy that he uses, he won't have for the next area. So he's being very, very careful, only spending a few energy, like on that rocket jump.
I mean, you will get a very quick energy and life refill on the teleport, but no, that's totally slow.
It is very slow, and though runners like me and you might be fine taking a few seconds to save on the teleporter, I mean, you have to go up and get it anyway. Shed is very, very experienced at this game, and he's confident in his ability to not need to do that.
I mean, Shed is what, 13 award in this category? 4th? He must know what he's doing.
Well, he certainly looks like he knows what he's doing. Now, Shed is at, again, a very low health here. Any one of these spikes will kill him in one shot. But he moves through there just fine. Might have dropped an energy there. We'll see if he decides to pick up these two. Oh, it looks like one of them flew away from him a little bit, so... No, he's still got 2 energy. He's doing just fine.
Sarpas is probably the worst area for me, because it's just full of spike and everything can kill you on it if you're not careful. So it's very impressive to see Shed being so consistent and so confident in this area. And now we're doing tumbleweed clips.
Yeah, Shed, oh, unfortunately getting that, landing on the ground and taking that animation. He's going to use this tumbleweed to actually push himself through the ceiling, and this will save him. Oh, looks like he got stuck inside the tumbleweed there? Tumbleweeds are weird. But, there he goes, pushes himself through the ceiling, and then he'll be able to just float up into the spike cave, saving himself about 10 seconds against going around the quote intended way.
Yeah, Shed is making a lot of things easy, but Hustas, they are not. Totally not. Sagabash, tumbleweed clip, not that easy as it seems.
Yeah, and the movement, even after you get the clip out of bounds from that tumbleweed, the movement afterward... Oh no, that he might have been planning to use that spider. That's fine. He can just charge dash to the other one. The movement from where you leave in bounds from that tumbleweed to get up into the spike cave is not exactly trivial. On the right, Mattermonkey getting fast stompless first try. Very nice to see.
Yeah, Mattermonkey making a lot of things easy for him too. So the defense is majorly whatever with Ringo and major optimization for Shed. Mattermonkey is being very good for his level, of course.
Yep, Shed now moving into the Misty Woods. A lot of our speedrun community really enjoys this area. We have all of our fast movement abilities. We can move through it very quickly, and the movement tends to be some of the more enjoyable movement in the game. Unfortunately, we won't be doing very much of it because we're only here for this ability cell. So we're going to, instead of finishing Misty Woods, because we can't just leave through the front door, Shed's going to quickly back up his save here, because this could go wrong for him. And he's going to use a charge dash to clip through this wall. And if all goes well, after he makes his way over here and dies, yep, he got through the wall, and he's just going to fall down into our next area, Forlorn Ruins.
I thought Forlorn was a legend, but apparently not.
Well, there is a health cell here, so because this is the all cells category, we have to go there and get it. Shed spending his last energy there on a safety save, so he'll be taking this area a little bit more slowly, a little bit more cautiously, as a result of not being able to charge dash. On the right, Mattermonkey going for his tumbleweed clip. He's been practicing this a lot and is very confident at it, so he's not expecting to mess up at all. Looks like he's having some difficulty with it, though. Commentator's Curse lives.
That's exactly why I call that bar boulder bridge. Because I ate the lowest bridge in Harry Potter and I ate that boulder in Saga.
All right, Mattermonkey getting through very nicely.
Yeah, Shed getting out of Forlorn in the same clean and fast way too. Like, I didn't even see Forlorn, he went so fast. And he was behind the ability screen, so no one say nothing anyway.
Yep, and now Shed will be doing another one of those clips. Each one of these, he's basically dashing into the wall and saving at the same time so that he'll have full dash speed when he dies and respawns. Now they'll let him move through the wall here. This is one of our mini tricks named after our runner Terra. This one's a Terra clip. And that lets him just skip right through down to the grenade area to pick up the last skill that he'll be getting. And the only reason we grab grenade in this category is because there are some cells that are locked behind grenade lanterns, and it's just much faster to get them by opening the doors the normal way than it is to do any sort of out of bounds to get to them.
Yeah, especially considering that ability now costs 2 skill point level up, so we are getting very short if we do that without grenade. I don't think we can even do that without grenade to get all of them.
Yeah, there are only a few ability level ups that aren't accounted for right now in the route, so. And the big one here, Shed's going to be picking up Ultra Defense on this clip because he's about to take a very long swim in some very poisonous water. That was an interesting clip. I'm not exactly sure if I believe what I think I saw there, but he made it down. He's now going for this long swim, double bashing a fish to get through faster because, of course, he is taking damage for every second he stays in this water.
Yeah, but he's through without no problem. And by the way, if I may explain what happened there, it's magic. Definitely magic.
Oh,
Oh,
does he have enough?
no.
Oh, almost. Just one tick too slow. So Mattermonkey now has made his way down to Forlorn Ruins, and will
I don't
be
think he can do it either.
just barely making it out that time. Wow. No safety on that whatsoever.
Who needs safety?
So again, we're not really keen on doing things the way the game intends in this category. We're supposed to go down, watch a very heartwarming scene, a little bit sad about Naru and an older Naru species thing. But it turns out that this area is right below Moon Grotto, and you can just charge jump up into Moon Grotto if you find the right spot. And that's what Shed did. So now he's just going to be charge jumping, charge dashing, and working his way through Moon Grotto, picking up the cells that he couldn't the first time he was here. Mattermonkey done with Forlorn, getting through no backups on his saves there. That can get a little bit spooky, but showing no fear. And moving into Blackroot, he's headed down for Grenade Neck.
I mean, Alton, first time we went here, we could take a lot of this stuff, except maybe the full energy door, because we didn't have full energy by then. But we just do it now because it's just faster, and without being fast. So, fast.
Yeah, routing out all of these cells is definitely a non-trivial optimization to do. And our runners, especially the ones who have been running this category for a long time, have done a lot of work to figure out exactly the order to do them in. Now, Shed, charge jumping off of that little tiny micro ledge, showing us why he opened that stomp pilt door earlier. And now we'll be able to move back through this Hollow Grove area to finish collecting all of these cells. Getting a timed level up there, that one's a little bit tricky to pull off. Saw him circling his XP wheel a bit earlier. Very pleased having gotten that timing correct.
Man, Shad is so fast. Pew, 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 pew. All
Yeah,
the
he's
way.
definitely very practiced at this category, and it is showing. So, we haven't mentioned this before, but our skill wheels for this tournament have a little bit of an addition. The inner wheel has an icon for each of the zones that we need to pick extra cells up in. And as you can see, the icons for Sorrow Pass, Blackroot Burrows, and
Grotto.
Moon Grotto are lit up on Shed's tracker, showing us that he's gotten all of the cells from those areas. And Mattermonkey will be finishing up the Blackroot Burrows portion of his cell collection in just a little bit.
Yeah, after the scene load, I stuck between two scenes. Oh, he's done.
Yeah, that load can be a little bit rough. It doesn't seem to matter how fast your computer is.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the strangest load of this entire game. The, probably the slowest. But now let's see Mattermonkey clip into the cell.
Yeah, Mattermonkey's
He didn't.
deciding here. Oh no, decided to do a clip, a terra clip to get out of bounds and fall onto that long swim cell that Shed swam to, rather than doing the swim in both directions. This will let him, once he does it, only have to worry about swimming one direction to get out of the cell, rather than having to swim in and then back out. So he'll be on quite a bit more health and can take it a lot easier on his way out.
That guy, easy. Spoiler, it might not be that easy.
Yeah, Mattermonkey taking advantage of a little bit of an air pocket there to wall jump and keep himself out of the poison water. Shed, meanwhile, has finished up his cell collection in Hollow Grove and is almost done with the Valley of the Winds area. He's only got a long swim ahead of him to get one more energy cell, and then he'll be on to a revisit of everyone's favorite area, the Sunken Glades.
I'm not sure if people would agree.
Well, everyone spends the most time in Glades, so it must be their favorite, right? Shed's health looks a little bit low here.
Not sure, but I trust you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shed's gonna go ahead and take an extra save here just to get a little more health back. Make this swim out safer.
Yeah, especially with these crashes that can just easily kill you or just you need to wait them. But he's fine.
Yeah, leaving the water with exactly 2 health, which is what he got back from that extra save, so he wouldn't have made it out. So good awareness of his health resources. And now working his way back into Glades, now with all of the movement abilities, he can just tear through this area like it's nothing.
And by the way, it doesn't have all the movement abilities. Since he's missing time, he's missing the most important and coolest movement skill ever.
Yes, unfortunately, because climb just takes so long to get, even the massive speed of grenade jumps is not enough to make them worth getting in this category, sadly.
Yeah, we sacrificed for speed. Totally unacceptable.
But as we saw there, Shed finally picking up that quote-unquote 4th health cell, the one that we could have gotten first. And now just finishing up Glades, he's only got 1 cell left to get, and it's in Mount Horu. So clearly we're just going to teleport to Swamp and then run over to Mount Horu. And we didn't get the Sunstone, so I guess we can't do that. Skull, how's Shed going to get to Mount Horu?
Magic! And do you know that trees grows into volcanoes, I guess? Because when you escape from the tree, you're just in the volcano. You don't trust me? Look. We just use the Terra Club to go to pass that wall in Ginza. And then we take a long trip into the void, saving a lot of time because every second that take, the game trying to bring us back in bounds, but we don't want that because we want to stay out of bounds and pass all that huge void and just pop up on the other side. It's magic.
It is indeed magic. And Shed, ooh, very nicely done. It turns out that the Ginso tree is taller than the volcano of Mount Horu. He's made it into the top right room of Mount Horu just fine, where that energy cell is. Picks it up, and now we'll be going to see an angry bird, but again, not quite the normal way. We're just gonna do a quick flip through this tree, and then charge jump up to go see some fish. Saving in the void again so that the game can't put us back in bounds. And now, it's very difficult to see, but this is the... He's in the swim in the final escape now. So this is the final room. Rocket jumps up off the fish, bashes off a rock for good measure. Now as he's falling, he's going to save and reload one last time to skip part of this cutscene. And that'll be GG for Shed. Oh, looks like he got a menu bug there. We don't know what causes it, but sometimes when you quit out of a file, the game just doesn't respond to any inputs until you Alt-Tab out and back in. So Shed had to do that, take a couple of seconds of time loss, unfortunately. But he's now in the final cutscene, and will be closing out his victory very shortly here with a low 39. Very impressive time for Shed in this game one.
I feel that the menu bug is very fitting because it took bounds of the game to get back in bounds and finish the game. That was very philosophical. I don't pretend you guys understood that. Lol. Anyway, Monkey's now on his Valley revisit, maybe?
Yeah, Mattermonkey now setting up for his warp displacement over to Valley. On a pretty good pace for him, runner of his personal best as well. Getting that warp displacement very nicely, and picking up that ability cell that can be a little bit tricky to get to since we don't get climb. Looks like that might have been an accidental menu.
I mean, I know a title that was there is no accident, but I'm not sure. Ooh.
Mattermonkey unfortunately missing that grenade throw. There, he got it that time. He was going for some tricky movement there, trying to break the green wall with the Baneling while the grenade was still in the air and get down there. Didn't quite work out, unfortunately, but he's got the cell. He can now head over to do that long swim. He's got plenty of health. It shouldn't be any trouble.
If something happened on that swim, it's your fault.
And it looks like he's even got an excellent cycle on these crushers.
Yeah. Totally easy. Ooh. Those spikes were close. Not enough.
Come on, Matter. Save. Please save. Okay. You have a billion energy. Just save.
Save? Safety is for noobs. We just go fast. Duh.
But saving here is even free, because you have to spend a half an energy on a grenade later anyway.
Eh. Fast is better. Anyway. Your favorite area. Oh my god. Those throws. Oh my god, those throws matter. Okay, it's fine. What else I off loud with grenade throws lately?
Yeah, Ori deciding that throwing a grenade at the lantern is maybe a little bit overrated. But Mattermonkey stomping open that, dropping a safety save. Unfortunately, that will put him too low on energy to do a charge dash variant on this, on getting to this cell, but I definitely agree that taking the safety here is valuable. That laser is very dangerous.
I will just use the frog to push the rock because it was more swag, but I like the fast start too. But swag is better.
And Matter there managing to skip the animation on that energy cell by getting it in midair and then immediately getting into the water. I'm going to have to remember that one for my own runs. But now Matter setting up for his teleport back to the Ginso tree. He's going to modify this one just a little bit to put him closer to where he wants to be, and then go for that same trip falling over to Mount Horu. Because as we know, giant trees are taller than volcanoes.
So, according to that, you pretend that frog can swim in the water when we have trees higher than volcanoes? Seriously?
You know, I would assume that a frog is still an amphibian. And amphibians still like to live in the water sometimes, but I might be wrong. I don't know. I will admit that I do not have any sort of training in the biology of the Nibble Forest.
Man, awesome though. This guy made that Ginza to auto clip seem so easy. I'm jealous.
Yeah, he got across there in very quickly, very confidently. So we'll see here if he decides to take a backup on this last save. Yeah, it looks like he's going to. He's only got the ability to do 3 more saves through this menu, so missing more than one of these could make it impossible for him to skip that final cutscene. So definitely an understandable thing to do. And moving behind his menu screen, setting up this fish to rocket jump off of it, and he's out. GG, Mattermonkey.
Yeah, an awesome play from both of our runners. Like, everything went very, very good for all of them. Apparently, Monkey is what, about 2 minutes behind, 2-3 minutes behind his PB, but still it was a very nice run.
Yeah, on a run this long, being around 2 minutes behind your PB is definitely something to be happy with. So he's just going to finish up his run by running to the right with Nari here, finishing up with a 46-14. GG Mattermonkey, almost exactly 7 minutes behind Shed, but Shed has been playing this category quite a bit longer than Matter has, so it was excellent run for Mattermonkey. So now we'll be taking about a 5-minute break to get our stream reset and let our runners get up, stretch out, grab a drink of water, etc. So stay tuned, and we will be right back.
we are back. Game 2. Shed versus Mattermonkey. I'm Skullblocker17 and here with me again there is Jay Alcyon. Hi all.
Hey, Skull, and we saw Shed take this very convincingly in Game 1, beating Mattermonkey by about 7 minutes. Mattermonkey not exactly sure where the time went. Shed, on the other hand, was on PB pace as late as the end of Glades, so he had a great run.
Yeah, and I expect to see another great round from both of them now. I prepare my popcorn. I don't know about you. Want some?
You know, I would love some popcorn, but I don't know, the shipping from Italy to Oregon might be a little bit restrictive.
Well, I can try sending you some pigeons, I guess. I don't know.
Regardless, you've got your popcorn. I'm ready for this next match, and it looks like our runners are ready as well. They will be getting underway very shortly.
Apparently, we have a problem with Shed Timer.
It looks like he
Mm,
may have neglected to reset his timer, and so we
yeah,
will
we will
be
remake it, yeah.
we'll be resetting this this race just a little bit.
Yeah, more
So
time for the shipping of popcorn. So, we saw Monkey have problem with the tumbleweed clip. Do you expect him to fail that again, or do you expect Shed to lose or gain time on something especially?
well, Shed has had a lot of places where he lost little bits of time in there, so he'll be looking to clean that up and get himself on his feet a little bit more solidly. Mattermonkey didn't look like he had any major time losses, just a few seconds here and there, but as we can see, those add up very quickly.
Yeah, we had what second try to skip, some trouble. I guess we Sarabashi lost a bit of time. Yeah, I'm totally confident that Mattermonkey won't get those mistakes in this game. And we are ready to go. For real this time, maybe.
Does this count as a game 3? Can we get hyped for game 3?
Game 3 hype! Oh wait. So the last one was a tie, right?
I think Mattermonkey got out of the prologue skip faster, so I think he was ahead. But I don't think because it got reset that it actually counts, unfortunately. Shed deciding against a color code this time. Maybe he's a little bit tired of getting those dark colors that are difficult to see in this area of Glades.
Yeah, we should make a tournament of only your invisible Ori. Guess if you get out of Glades. That's a miracle.
Nope, Shed's throwing us off. He's going for the colors anyway, giving us a nice little green there, but he may be doing that because he's watching the restream and hearing us talk about it.
I mean, we know Shed was going to see his opponent. We don't know if he's gonna see the stream or he's gonna see this opponent directly. But if he's gonna see the stream, he's just doing that because he does.
Well, I know that he at least popped into. I saw him at least talking in Speed Gaming chat between the matches and giving a GG to Mattermonkey. Ooh, Shed getting a little beat up there by those slimes. I believe he's on 1 health right now, so a little bit dicey for him this early. But got a health pick up there, so he's back up at 2, which is right where he wants to be.
Yeah, being a one-up when you don't want to be is very, very difficult to handle. But the SL drop is rare, but very grateful. Except for me, I always get the SL drop when I don't want the SL drop. Oh, matter!
Yeah, that slime. Really, every slime in Glades is a bit of a sniper, and moving through this area on 1 health makes you very, unfortunately, very vulnerable to those slimes.
I don't agree on the fact that only Glade slime are snipers. I think all enemies in all Nebel Forest are snipers, and they want us dead. But since Glades is the only place we are, um, you are true. You are right. Hmm.
So Shed getting his XP set up to level up on the way out. Mattermonkey also getting his set up, getting an unfortunate energy drop there. It's going to cost him just a little bit of time for Ori to say, hey, look, an energy drop.
Hey, look, listen! No, wait, that's Navi. Not sign. My bad.
But very respectable wall jump times out of both of these runners. Matter just losing a few seconds to that early death, but he had just saved for his ghost ore, so not a lot of time lost there. Shed getting his level up on the way out, picking up a bunch of XP there that'll help him set up for his slime genocide. Mattermonkey not necessarily is in need of that XP, but will be getting it anyway.
So, genocide or the 100 exp? What do you prefer and why?
You know, it changes depending on the category. I personally in this category, I like the genocide. You don't need that many slimes to make it work, and getting that 15 XP animation out of the way early can help with Grotto feeling a little bit smoother. But at the same time, if you're very comfortable with the jump up to that 100 XP orb, it can be just as fast as the Slime Genocide and can take away some of the worries about getting your XP right for timed level ups in the mid game.
Oh,
Ooh,
shit!
Shed! Taking a quick death, and with that, our runners are only a handful of seconds apart.
Yeah, and we're back to the concept of oh shit. Remember when you said Glade's enemy, Glade's Slimer, snipers? Apparently not only Glade. I was right, yes.
Yeah, that third slime there in Blackroot, I don't know if he's a sniper, but he's definitely very good with a close range shot as you fall down on top of him. So, Mattermonkey now going for his little wall jumps here, gets it with only a little bit of trouble. Shed will pass him just for a second, running by underneath, and now they will both be on into this main area. Mattermonkey getting hit by that shot. He's down to 1 health now. That can be quite spooky. And Shed moving his cursor around to let us know that he's unhappy about missing that platform cycle. So he and Mattermonkey only about 8 seconds. Oh no, Shed actually taking a bit of a fall there. Not sure what happened there.
The monkeys on 18 league. And PvP is really tragic when you think about falling platform.
Yeah, did Mattermonkey just level up? That seems like it was a little bit earlier than he'd really like to see that. We'll have to take a look when he opens up his ability menu for this cutscene skip coming.
I mean, level up in this category, I don't feel it's a lot of important like it's in all scale, for example. You're much more flexible on that. It's good, yeah, indeed, level up. It's good to be on a certain level, but it's not mandatory. Like it's, for example, in all scale, when you need to level up at a flunky.
Yeah, but the especially the energy refill can be very relevant in this category. So he won't be able to necessarily take as many saves between here and the double jump tree. But both our runners now heading down into the zigzag. Shed blindly, Mattermonkey with the ability to see it. Shed, oh, looks like he wasn't happy with his movement there, so taking a little bit of time loss back behind Mattermonkey.
By the way, Tom, does Dash give you back energy? So Mattermonkey is totally fine on energy.
Yeah, he will need to pick up that 2 energy crystal before the Grotto Crushers, though, because he actually has 0 energy right now after those 2 saves. But because he's going to miss that cycle due to that 15 XP animation, he's got time to pick it up. So, nice little happenstance there. Shed going for this cycle, gets it. That'll pick him up 8 seconds on Mattermonkey, putting him just the
1 or 2
barest of
seconds
smidges behind.
Yeah. Man, this one is so intense, I know. Ooh, Shed!
Shed didn't get a save off there. Going for his Ghost Door, but moved into it as though he had. Was he out of energy, or did he just not wait long enough?
I think it is enough. I thought I didn't expect it.
Yeah, I thought he had the energy for that, but so he may have just not waited for the save long enough, but he's back in it, past that Ghost Door, and heading down to double jump. Mattermonkey, meanwhile, heading for his Grotto Skip. He had a little bit of trouble with this last time, but so let's see if he can clean that up and get it first try. Second try again, but that was a very quick retry.
Okay, and a very quick menu movement too. Let's see if Shed can gain back some time when he's not escape.
Yeah,
Good job,
Matter
Shed.
there on the right, doing a little bit different ordering of his actions there at the top. He knows he's going to get a level up off of that 100 XP orb, and he doesn't want to get it before he drops his save, so that he can spend 1 energy on this save to skip this bridge cutscene, and then 2 to open this energy door. So in order to make sure that he can always do that, he's dropping his save before he levels up. So good awareness of what not doing the genocide route means, that he has to keep that in order. Shed getting his level up this time. He didn't last time through this area, so he won't have to go back for that 3 energy crystal.
Yeah, it's good to see Shed facing his mistakes. But still, that save must be grinding on his mind. It certainly is on mine.
Oh my goodness, Mattermonkey. Oh my goodness, his movement through there was spooking me out just a little bit. But he's through just fine. Shed getting hit twice by Gandalf. Thankfully, he didn't take any damage on those spikes getting to the 200 XP orb, so he's still on 3 HP going to into this next level up. So, gets that level up and he's fine. Mattermonkey has grabbed his swamp teleporter, now heading into the Ginso tree, ahead of Shed.
Yeah, it's always nice to see quote-unquote low-tier runners being faster than high-tier runners. It's not, Mattermonkey's been very good. It just Shed been very lucky on that. But still, it's very, very cool to see a run close as this is.
Yeah, and you can rest easy knowing what happened here, Skull. It looks like Shed has popped into Speed Gaming chat to let us know that his save just didn't go off there at that ghost store. So he was not out of energy.
This game working mysterious.
Yep, game just trying to get us a close match here, and through the Ginso tree, we do indeed have a close match. Mattermonkey with a nicely done mini-boss there, taking some intentional damage to set up his ghost door, and then he'll be moving on to getting the Bash Tree. Shed going after his mini-boss, see if he can match that 4 cycle that Matter put up.
Was it 1 or 2 shots away from the 3 cycle?
Looks like it was 2 shots away from the 3 cycle, which is pretty standard, unless you really are optimal with the way that you mash out those shots. It's very difficult to be anything closer than that. But looks like we had about a 22-second delta at that mini-boss. A Mattermonkey lead, so we'll see how Shed does closing that up through the rest of the Ginso tree.
Or if Mattermonkey can make Shed hit his... Who knows?
Yeah, Mattermonkey deciding to take his save on that lower platform, so Shed will gain a little bit of time, assuming he gets his movement the way he likes it through here. Making his way through that redirect puzzle just a little bit faster as well.
Yeah, this is so tense in this moment. Like...
Yeah, our runners are very, very close. Looks like Matter had just a little bit of trouble coming up out of that energy cell, and it's cost him some time.
Yeah, a lot of time. Apparently we have only 8 seconds. Compare against the, 22 seconds at the mini-boss? Shed gained a lot of time.
Yeah, Shed's made a lot of that time up. And Shed getting a nicely timed level up there after that mini-boss. That's right where you want it for running the Genocide route. Because we'll need that ability point coming up very soon, and grabbing extra XP is going to be slower. So Mattermonkey going for his warp displacement to Swamp. Dashing over to the left, bashing off of the slime, and standing on the log. Oh no, he's low! He's going to have to pick that up later. Or, no, looks like he's going to go for it now. Shed getting that warp displacement. Oh no, and Mattermonkey's projectile not breaking the floor there. So Shed takes the lead.
Yeah, Mattermonkey managed to not dump the frog this time.
Yeah, so he'll probably end up about where he was. Oh no, can he get it? No, he can't save it. So he will have to go back to that and redo this swamp entry. That's heartbreaking.
No, mother. Don't be the fun thing about. Please. They are clean, I swear. The water is dirty, but they are clean. Can't you see the bright shade of pink?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate to see this happen. It's, oh no, Shed taking a bit of a misstep there, getting up to that energy cell in Swamp too. He's giving Matter just a little bit of time to catch up. There we go. Matter gets through. Drops the save immediately. He does not want to have to redo that.
Swamp enemies have been very evil with these two runners in this moment. One stuck with Ringo, one is stuck with the fish that has no name, so choose a name for that fish, guys.
Vote now on your phones.
My phone, maybe they're watching on the PC. Duh.
So Shed now once again out to a comfortable lead, baiting a shot from this Mortar Worm, going for one double bash and getting it. That's a very precise movement and timing needed to get that. Matter having some more difficulty with these double bashes on this fish, unfortunately. But gets up there first try.
Second try.
Yes,
Anyway.
you're right. He did take a death in the water.
I mean, they are what, 3 or 4 double bashes at one frame break. So they're very, very, very difficult to pull off. It's very impressive to see Shed not missing any one of them. And I can't blame Mattermonkey for dropping 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's probably a trick he's not very comfortable with, as evidenced by his choice of not using the double bash swamp entry, or even going for the double bash here with the mortar shots, instead climbing up in a more traditional way, though doing that very well.
Yeah, we are kind of forced to get the double bash for that energy cell, because the alternative or revisiting swamp is very, very slow, and the other alternative is the Terra clip into that cell that is also very slow.
Yeah, neither are very are options that you really want to do. So the double bash is unfortunately really the best way to do it. So Shed now moving again into this valley area. Again, this is where sort of the dangerous mid-game of this run starts out. And so any death here, up until he gets Feather, will send him all the way back to the Spirit Tree.
Yeah, and we saw that Shed doesn't like to save on the quality, so even his health and energy will carry on to Sorrow, and then to charge on him. Yikes.
Yeah, taking a couple damage from that bird there. He's still on 5, which is a couple more than he had last time. He can afford to take a hit from the spikes in Sorrow now, assuming he doesn't take any damage here. And
Fast Stompless.
yes,
Wow.
very nice fast Stompless there. So he'll be ready to head up into Sorrow Bash with his 5 health and most of his energy intact. Meanwhile, Mattermonkey just got his Charge Flame Tree, is beginning this valley area, and so will be making his way up to Fast Stompless. Last time we saw him get it with no trouble whatsoever, so let's see if he can duplicate that.
Duplicate? Like key duplicate? Do you duplicate time the same way, so you need to die to duplicate time or something?
Hopefully not. Hopefully no deaths here.
Shed definitely don't need to dupe his first time Sarubash. He's totally fine with it.
Yeah, Shed looking very confident moving through this area.
Oh, what a...
Mattermonkey taking a bath. Ori's plenty clean matter. He doesn't need to dip into the poison water. But Mattermonkey taking some safety saves here as he goes up to get this cell and then heads over to Fast Stompless. Shed on the left, coming up on his tumbleweed clip. We'll see if he can match his pace from his first run. Gets in there very quickly, gets up out of bounds, and gets into Spike Cave.
Oh, Monkey missed the shot. I think it was too high, but...
It's impossible to tell as a commentator.
Yeah.
So it looks
It's
like
impossible to
Mattermonkey...
tell Zarana.
Looks like he's gonna go for the shot again and just not worry about getting up to the cell this time. Waiting to see if it hits. It looks like he missed this one as well. That one looked high to me as well. But again, it's really hard to tell as a commentator.
Yeah. Come on, Monkey.
Hasn't been happy with any of these shots just yet. There's one he likes. Meanwhile, Shed back to the charge jump tree, taking a death, leaving through the Spike Cave. Mattermonkey gets Fast Stompless. Shed stomping onto those 5 damage spikes. That's not the healthiest way to get out of there. But he gets through the Spike Cave just fine. And he's got a health refill coming up very soon at this health cell that he's on his way to pick up next.
I think I heard Shed say something like, "It doesn't touch! It doesn't touch!" Or something like that.
So with that, Mattermonkey, takes a death on his Sorrow Bash, unfortunately. Has a nice safety save, though, so we'll be headed right back into it. A little bit of a high five from our runners as Shed is exiting Sorrow while Mattermonkey is entering.
Yeah, manipulating stuff in this game seems hard for Mattermonkey. Miss the shot, miss the bird now. But he's inside our GG Monkey.
Yeah, Mattermonkey with an interesting setup there for Fast Stompless. Using one bird but no double bashes is something that not many people do.
Yeah, the more common ways are 2 birds and no double bashes, or 1 bird and double bashes. Yeah, it's a very, very interesting combination of the two.
Yeah, now Matter's down at 1 energy. This is going to limit his options just a little bit. Looks like he's going to forego a safety save here in favor of being able to get this. Oh, go for this early cycle. He just notices at the last moment that he can't make it. Drops out. But he does get a save before this tumble clip. While Mattermonkey works on that. On the left, Shed working his way through Forlorn Ruins. Going for these, trying to get these fast laser cycles. Not getting that energy pickup, unfortunately. But he does still have energy to work with, so he should be able to do this clip. Backing up his save. Good choice, just in case something goes wrong with this one. There we go. Matter's through the ceiling. Shed's through Forlorn. both of our runners getting their tricks at the same time.
Double clip hype!
Shed taking some intentional damage there to make his next Terra clip a little bit faster. He takes a save during the teleport animation to refill his health, or to refill his energy, but it also refills his health, and he needs to die coming up here very soon. So while that teleport animation is going off, he takes advantage of the ability to move during it and runs off to take some intentional damage.
GG Shed.
Yep, Shed at the grenade tree. Last skill he needs. Now it's all about the cells. Mattermonkey working his way out of sorrow. Just needs to get this to this health cell. Ooh, takes a little bit of damage from that explosion. Thankfully he'll get a refill from this health cell, and he gets it no problems.
Wait, didn't just that rocket jump into the spike and take no damage? Well, now it took damage.
Shed, those spikes aren't a floor. Don't stand on them.
I mean, there are people who lay on nails or something. Or I tried that too, but they aren't. Mattermonkey energy is very low for this area. I'm very scared for him right now, especially for the upcoming Fallen clip.
Yeah, it looks like he should be fine, though. He's gonna pick up that energy crystal. That'll put him at 3 going into this cutscene, which is actually a good amount to do this clip down to Forlorn with. Because that'll let him make it down into Forlorn with 2 energy, 1 for a safety save, and 1 for charge dashing on. Meanwhile, while Mattermonkey falls through the void, Shed has got his Lost Grove ability cell, missed a double bash there, and decides to just take a quick reload to go back to his save rather than waiting to die. Shed just barely makes it out. Wow. 1/2 health left.
Yeah, it's a repeat of the last game. He did just the same, 0.5 out that time too. Shed really like to play with our heart right now.
He's a mean bird that way. What can I say? Shed clipping his way up into Grotto. Mattermonkey getting himself set up to clip out of Forlorn. Looks like he got that just fine. Yep, he's out. Now he needs to just teleport his way back over toward Blackroot and go for grenade.
I'm always scared of people try dashing to that to the storm passing grotto because I don't know you, but I have an ass success I don't get one same take for some reason.
Yeah, that's a death that no one likes to take, but Shed is willing to risk it apparently, and it's paid off for him both of these races.
To ask him is maybe being a mean bird out. Listen, aren't you a bird too? What's your secret?
Oh, I'm not nearly as fast a bird as Shed. And thanks to our extra pair of eyes in the truck, letting us know Shed took his level up early here, so he won't be getting that nice energy refill at the 4 energy door coming up. So he'll need to be a little bit thriftier with the way that he spends his energy. But as I say that, he decides to just burn a bunch of it on the way over.
I'm pretty sure he heard you and just wanted to make a liar out of you or something.
Probably.
I thought birds are all friends, but apparently not. Anyway.
Yep, Shed cleaning up that spider sack and grove area, making his way back to Horror Fields. Mattermonkey going for this clip down into Blackroot. Oh, okay. Got a little bit stuck in the geometry there, but was able to crouch and dash his way out, and is down into Lost Grove to go and set up for his Terra clip as soon as the rest of the area loads. Meanwhile, on the left, Shed going for a quick clip into this ability cell. This is a fairly new optimization we found. Saves some time over the previous best method we had of actually clipping through that wall on the way out.
Yeah, and we discovered that Bravies don't have consistency on one of them on their side, which make all of this clip possible. I wanna know the architect that built a bridge with only one side that is walkable on.
Well, most bridges you can only walk on the top, right? You can't walk on the bottom.
Yeah, but
so
have you
that's not that
tried?
unusual.
Yeah, but if you go from the other side, you can't pass, usually, right?
Probably not. Mattermonkey, make it! Make it! Okay, made it out of the swim just fine. A little bit dicey on that crusher cycle, but got it. Shed teleports over to Valley, doing a nice warp displacement to get to that cell, and quickly moving through.
Yeah, but did he miss? Oh no, it's fine. For a second I thought he missed the shot like he did last game, but apparently not. GG shot.
Yeah, Mattermonkey having a little bit of trouble dying here.
Yeah, it's so sad when you try to die and you can't even die because you can't die.
Everything keeps dropping health for him. So he decides to just go take a bath in the water and use that to get his clip. But he's on his way up into Grotto. Gets through without a save. That takes some precise timing to keep from voiding out. Levels up again a bit early. Won't be able to get that nice level up at the energy door in the spider sack area, but should be fine. Shed on his way out of Valley, headed to Glades.
Yeah, I noticed that our last game Shed has his UI on, and now he is not. So I'm pretty sure now Shed is totally confident with his health and energy.
Yep, dropping down. Turning on his UI, he's at 4 energy exactly, which is just what he needs to open this door. unfortunately, that means he'll have to go for this Glade's laser energy cell without any sort of safety save.
Wait, don't you have an energy crystal right here? Not
There are a
energy,
few energy
right
crystals
here.
that are convenient, but he didn't decide to go for
Just
any of
low,
them.
yeah. And by the way, who needs them? Shed is totally confident on their movement.
Yeah, they're displaying an excellent grasp of the way that Ori moves around the world here. Even using some charge dashes into the water at those fishes to go faster.
And we're done with Glade.
Yep, just setting up this one last warp displacement into the Ginso tree. Popping in just inside that wall, no big deal. And looks like they've actually got one extra ability point from an early level up, so a little bit of extra safety with these long void saves.
Did I already say I'm jealous that these runners are getting this thing by first try every time?
You did, and I'm jealous too at the way both of them seem to be able to just put themselves in exactly the right spot in this right side top room of Horu.
I'm not sure why Shed decided to die here.
I think it was to reset his save cooldown.
I trust you.
Oh, is Shed stuck in a oh no, good. Okay.
That's fine.
He might have been stuck in a void death loop, but thankfully he was able to get out of it. And he's through. GG Shed. Just one last thing. Just to make this save and skip that last bit of cutscene.
Yeah, and no menu bug this time. GG.
Yeah, even getting the fast save for the shaky cam on this last little movement.
Yeah, I hope no one has game sickness when team move around you and you can do anything. I'm sorry guys, it will be over soon, I swear.
Yep, so Shed will be finishing up this race with a mid 40 minutes, just about 6 seconds after Naru starts running to the right. Meanwhile, Mattermonkey just about to finish up Hollow Grove, rocket jumping up to this ability cell, and then he'll be on his way to Valley. So GG to Shed, and congratulations on his victory in this best of 3 match.
Yes, this game 3 was really nice. Wait, do you tell me that this is only game 2, right?
Yeah, we had to
count that
reset it,
tie?
remember?
Yeah,
We
but
didn't
that was
count
a
the
tie,
tie.
right? Oh, sad. I'm happy to see how Mattermonkey now got his grenade through first try. Or he learned how to aim. Woohoo!
Yeah, that grenade throw can be very tricky. The wall over above that lantern likes to bounce the grenade in all sorts of funny directions. But now Mattermonkey going for his long swim in Valley. Plenty of health. He should make it through both directions just fine.
Should be okay to leave, but he had to save, and I think it's a very valuable decision there.
Yeah, that save gets him back to health, as well as giving him just a little bit of peace of mind. He's got plenty of energy for this section of the run, which is why we can do things like just charge dash across the top of Hollow Grove like that. And even dropping an extra save here.
Ooh.
Taking a little bit of damage there. Oh, almost.
He's fine.
It's not bath time, Matter. Matter taking that safety save. Has plenty of energy for a charge dash here. Decides not to use it. Getting that last energy cell in Glades. No, sorry, not the last energy cell in Glades. There's one more. But he's almost done with this nice quick cleanup. With that nice movement off of that energy cell again. Skipping over that pickup animation, saving himself about 2/3 of a second. And then he'll be on his way to Mount Horu.
Every time they warp this place in Ginso, from Glade to Ginso, I always fear that they might get stuck on the giant cliff. I'm
Yeah, it's
always
easy.
relieved when they exit.
Yeah, it's really easy to wind up inside the wall there, but both of our runners not having any troubles with that. Matter backing up his save here in Ginso Tree, just in case something goes wrong with this crossing over to Horu, but he's on his way over now. Oh, he dropped down a little bit too far there. Thankfully, he has that backup, so he's able to quickly reset there.
Yeah, R2 is one of the locations when you often land when you're trying to land this cliff. The other is the final escape, but we need our one cell first.
Yep, so Matter will be timing out his drop here, and then doing a few void saves here. Like a fourth one, and right there next to that energy cell. I'm still jealous of that.
I mean, we got what, 3 first try and 1 second try? GG guys. I'm very proud of both of you.
Yep, and Mattermonkey now setting up his final void, gets into that final escape with no problems, and now just needs to make it to the end and do that one last save. Oh, he bonked on the ceiling there. He's getting beat up a little bit by rocks, so he'll have to avoid Kuro and Just bash his way up off the rocks normally. But he gets through. GG Mattermonkey.
Impressive. Doing that final escape seemingly blind because it's very hard to see through the ability menu. I'm very, very impressed by that movement.
Yep, and now all that's left for Mattermonkey is to hold right on his control method of choice, which is probably a keyboard for this category.
You're putting
And-
both running on keyboard.
And he'll be finishing up in just a few moments. And there we have it, Mattermonkey finishing up his second race with a time of 47:59. GG to both runners, GG to Shed, of course, for his victory. Looks like we will be having both of our runners join us for a little bit of an interview, just as soon as they get themselves back into Discord here. So we are joined now by Shed and Mattermonkey. Shed, congratulations on your victory. How do you feel about that run?
Yo, thanks. I'm not sure. I mean, the times are okay, so I guess I can be happy about that. But there was some spaghetti and a half in most of that.
Yeah, that early game was a little bit spooky. Mattermonkey was able to even be ahead for quite a while, so good on you to recover from that and take that second game.
Yeah,
Mattermonkey
I saw Matter was ahead and kind of. I knew that I could catch up if I just played decently, so I just calmed myself down and said, "Let's ignore what happened, keep going."
Yeah, definitely. Mattermonkey, bouncing to you. You were definitely the underdog coming into these races. How do you feel you performed for yourself?
Well, both of these races I'm not very happy with. They were both pretty slow. But on the other hand, if I'd done well, it wouldn't have made a difference because Shed's so fast, so I don't feel too bad.
Yeah. All right. So, Shed, looks like your opponent next week will be the winner of Raziel versus Infinite. Do you have any predictions for that matchup and anything to say to the person you hope is your opponent?
Well, I mean, looking at like times and such and skill levels, I would expect Raziel to take that one. But this category, especially brutal. Especially in like a no reset situation, there's just things where you can lose minutes at a time. So it's certainly possible that Infinite takes that one, but I would expect to face Raz. But in either case, I feel pretty confident actually that I'd be able to beat either of them.
Very nice. And Mattermonkey, for you, do you have any plans to continue running All Cells No Restrictions in the future, or were you kind of just running it for the tournament and will be leaving it behind for now?
I think I probably won't run it much more. I got a 43, which I'm pretty happy with. Getting a 42 seems very difficult, so I'm happy to leave my PB where it is and not run it anymore. Yeah.
Any future plans then? Other categories? Others?
I kind of want to get the 31 in all skills. I have a 32-20-ish. But yeah, I was planning to do that before this tournament, but then I failed, and then this got in the way, so I might get back to that. Yeah.
Well, it's good to know that we won't be losing you from the Ori community. You'll still be around to run all skills with us.
Best of luck.
So with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up. Thank you again, of course, Skullblocka, for joining me in commentary. Thank you to Hydra for helping us out with tracking and feeding us useful information right when we needed it. Thanks to Griffs for restreaming. And of course, thanks to Speed Gaming for allowing us to broadcast these on their channel. Our next race in this tournament will be Raziel versus Infinite tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So we'll see you then.